That is a fantastic feeling, that first victory. You feel like you belong now.
I never really thought it was possible to grow up on this little mountain town with no golf course and be able to get onto the PGA Tour. It's really special, and sometimes I lose sight of that. I get a chance to play the best golf courses in the world, and perfect range balls and perfect everything.
A proven winner on the PGA Tour, Brendan Steele didn't grow up on pristine country clubs. In fact, golf was the furthest thing from his mind until his teenage years.
I was always the kid that wanted to be active doing everything, so I was playing baseball and soccer growing up, mostly. Before I picked up golf, I didn't really start until I was about 13.
When he said, "I think I'd like to play some golf," we just looked at each other and said, "Okay, we'll make this happen." The nearest one is about 50 minutes away, and we were both working, so I would meet him after school with golf clubs and golf clothes and take him to the course, and I would come home and go back to work, and a few hours later Kent would drive to Hemet and pick him up.
We found him a really great coach when he was young, and we knew nothing about golf, so we weren't giving him any input that was wrong. Then he took it from there.
Starting at 13 was probably good for me because I didn't have a chance to get burned out when I was young. I had a lot to learn and a long way to go, but I loved it so much that I was willing to do whatever it took.
Most of that hard work came in his own backyard.
This is my putting green where I grew up trying to learn how to hole some putts. I used to hit chips from down here. Green's a little tough to hold because it's artificial, so you have to have good touch.
When he originally started playing golf, we had nothing there. It was dirt and on a slant. So we had it kind of leveled off up above. We'd spend a lot of time down there hitting balls and putting.
And it's because of those endless hours in his man-made fortress that he continually ranks near the top in putting from 15 to 20 feet.
I know some of the breaks, the greens are quick these days. They've lost the sand off the top of them, so they're running about a gust of speed, I'd say. So you got to have good touch.
To see where he is now and the things that he's achieved, you forget those things, and to come up here and to see the putting green, it makes you realize like he's been working for this job his whole life.
Right up here is where we used to hit some balls. So would throw down a mat here and hit balls into this net that has now seen better days, but it's now 20 years old. So it was a good way for me to learn how to just get a good solid strike.
Steele is able to fully see his ball soar through the blue skies of the PGA Tour with no restriction, as he remains near the top in driving distance each year, averaging drives of 300+ yards.
I didn't really think that I was ever going to be at the level that I am now. You always dreamed of it, but I never thought, oh, I'm going to be playing alongside the best players in the world and playing the PGA Tour one day.
It still blows us away. We go out on tour and watch him play and think, really? You're really out here?
Steele's backwoods game continues to translate well, consistently finishing in the top 30. But it's playing with the spirit of Idlewild, for which he's most proud.
That's what makes my game unique. I don't know if I would have made it any other way. If you love the game, you kind of just find a way to do it, and whether it's putting inside or chipping down your hallway or whatever, you get a club in your hands and you work on the game. Learning all the things that I learned out in this little backyard, trying to use those on the PGA Tour and still doing it the same way. It's pretty cool.